Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the 13th round of the Winston Cup Replay Series. We're here at Willow Springs today. It's our replacement for Riverside. As Riverside was gone, obviously, before iRacing was a thing, we don't have that track map, so we've got Riverside for tonight. We got guys just finishing up qualifying right now. I am joined in the booth with my usual Mr. Korn.
Heyo.
And I have the lovely Robin with me tonight.
Hello.
And we have Gary flying through the infield. It must be, there's not enough grass or something. I don't really know. I guess we'll find out. But we got about, what did I figure, 11 drivers for tonight so far?
I think so.
Dude, Damien cranking the body over on that thing in qualifying. Holy shit. Ron, you're good, man. Diesel, we saw that in qualifying. That was pretty wild.
I just took a screenshot of it.
Of Diesel's, or we talking Damien's where because Damien had that thing cranked over so hard the left front had to be a foot in the air. How are we doing, Scott? Like I said, we got probably about 4 more minutes of qualifying, I do believe. So we'll get some race info up on the board for you. Like I said, tonight, 50 laps. It is an open setup. They've got 4 sets of tires. It's 85 degrees out there, which makes it 122 on the track for tonight. Don't ask why the track map is broken. It's clearly broken here as well. So we're just going to kind of deal with it a little bit, I guess, and make do. So apparently SDK has something to fix here. We got a few guys still running laps, it appears, but don't forget that wherever I put this, we got fast car this week. I probably will bump it up again this week a little early because of Daytona week. I know a lot of guys are going to want to get the 500 in, things of that nature, so the time may change, so keep that in mind. We are introducing slow car this week. So if you're under 1300 I rating, you've got a D 1.0 or higher on your license. This is for you. It's going to be 20 laps, 1 fast repair. Same rules as fast car. If you're interested, join the Discord, links below. You can find all that information on when we're going to be going live and all of that stuff. It will be Gen 6s this week at Daytona, probably under the lights is what I'm thinking. So
that'll be pretty.
I think it'll be kind of cool. So
just like my wife.
My wife's prettier than yours.
The death stare I just got.
Oh man. I think most everybody's got a time, and we'll give these guys a few more minutes just because we're almost there anyways. Also, don't forget, we've got the Robin Reacts segment that's noon every Sunday is when that goes up. I'm still looking for submissions for this week, so send them over. The email is linked below. It's Stevens Motorsports YT@gmail.com. And you send them over. We'll get them up on screen. Me and Robin will review them, and maybe we'll get some goofy reactions from my wife because apparently she believes she's too animated.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think so, but oh man. I do believe that this is probably the best track we could use for replacing Riverside. I think it's one of the oldest it's one of the oldest road courses in the United States too. But Riverside, Willow Springs, pretty close together. Actually, the famous site where Ken Miles was ultimately lost his life in a testing accident for Ford.
That's stressing.
It's stressing or depressing?
Depressing.
Oh.
That's depressing.
Scott, the one, we actually had a different video for this last Sunday. And unfortunately we had some audio issues it would have been about 2 hours long. That it had some wild things from an NIS race. So, it would have been very interesting. What?
So we all know how those can be.
Well, so they didn't make a lap before the caution came out, and it broke a bunch of shit. All right, so our starting grid for tonight, we got Justin Burns on pole with a 124.7, Damian Conrad in second place, Dennis Daly third, Eric Kapp fourth, Gary Freeman fifth, Diesel Weasel hanging out in sixth, Tom Gom in seventh, Gabriel Griffin eighth. Derek Cypher's going to start ninth because Korn is our race control and we need him live, so he's DQ'd anyways. We got Aiden Haller starting 10th and Ron St. Louis starting 11th.
I'm a little bummed that, my logos aren't here anymore.
Aren't where?
On screen.
Oh, I mean, I'm still adding logos back. The software broke. Like, I was not happy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Justin, this isn't that wild. It could be way different.
It could be much worse.
Where's okay, they're starting to grid. I was gonna say, where's Turnip at?
It could be Gen 6s at Sonoma.
So on row number 2, you have your points leader of Eric Kapp in the 97, and you have Dennis Daly in the 90. If Eric beats Dennis, if Dennis finishes dead last and Eric wins, Eric seals up the championship. He may not have to necessarily
winning a race, I might add.
No, he came close. He got second. That's true.
Can I disqualify Aiden for that paint scheme?
We're not going to cover that paint scheme on screen. If it happens to make it on screen, that's not my problem. But all I can say is Gary Freeman does not like that paint scheme in his rearview mirror.
I don't like it either.
What is Turnip doing? Okay, we're gonna roll. I think they're trying to figure out what's inside the pace truck.
Well, if you ask Gary, half-deck Newports, use chicken.
Yeah.
Sorry, gently
use chicken. But I fully anticipate to see cars twisting, all sorts of things. I love how this jumps around car to car when I don't want it to. I'm trying to give it more of an eclectic TV look to it with, the TV mixed, and then we just report on whatever it points at. So we're going to try that for a little bit tonight. But, yeah, so these guys are going to have 50 laps once this thing kicks off. This track does lend itself pretty well, in my opinion, to the 87s. I really wish that the official series would go here on a regular basis because it just flows nicely. It's just technical enough. It's fast, but it's fun.
I have raced this track car combo one time, and it happened to have been in this league. And
dude.
It's a lot of fun.
The first time I ran it was in an iRacing official series. That's why I came up with the idea of, let's use this for Riverside.
I wonder if I ran that. I don't remember.
They only went here one season, and I wish they would come back here because, to me, it should be a staple every fourth season or something like that because it is a good comparison to Riverside with the elevation, the twists, the turns.
It's a fun track. There, no matter what car you're driving, say the car of tomorrow, it's a fun track.
Yeah. How we doing, Stoku?
What's going on, Stoku? And
now,
thank you for joining the Discord.
Usually, I don't turn on the driving aids for this series, because I like it to be as authentic as possible. We do have driving aids on tonight for the drivers, especially for the guys that don't have road time. There's a lot of guys that are just oval only, so they at least have the line. How we doing, Tonto? Aussie contingent here, 42 degrees. I got stacks on. And there's 8 Robin fans, and the rest are for corn.
Fans. Hello, Robin fans. You are the best on the planet.
All right, pace car is going to duck off. Turnip's going to lead this thing to green.
There they go.
Here we go. The question is, who's going to wreck into turn 1? Looks like Turnip followed by Damien. Everybody's going to kind of settle in, it looks like. So we make it through turn 1 fairly smooth. The car that I'm most interested in watching is the Gominator. Tom walked the field last time we were here. When I say walk the field, I mean he beat us by half a track. Now these guys will have to pit at least one time. Dennis getting a little off track there, doing his best Dale Earnhardt impersonation.
Taking a little bit of the sand with him.
We got Tom coming into the corner behind him.
You see how much that thing lifted in in the corner for Damien's car?
We're going to take a look at that because Damien is using, I do believe, an SSR Watkins Glen setup, which Tommy Brandon is known. Yeah, you can see it right there. It just twists right over. He's known for using coil bind on these setups. And when it does, especially at a road course, you really get this thing flexing. How we doing, Patrick? Yeah, he's even lifting it in the high-speed straights. Like, that tire is barely touching the ground. Yep, he just carries it. Oh, man, Burns is off track. Justin way off in the dirt. That'll get you every time.
Eric off in the dirt as well.
I see that. We're still rolling, though. So, Damien with the lead. We got Tom in second, Dennis in third, Eric Kapp fourth. Kind of move back a little bit here. We'll see if Tom can run down Damien, put some pressure on him. And Dennis definitely needing to get a win here tonight to keep his title hopes alive so that way he doesn't have to worry about Michigan. I see Burns going back around Eric Kapp. So after going off track, he's moving pretty decent. We'll go back to the battle for the first, second, and third positions. It'll be interesting to see if Damien's plan of a Watkins Glen setup holds together.
Ooh, Derek way off track.
Yeah, I see him way off to the left. Not sure what happened.
I believe he just towed.
We're going to go TV2 on him. It's like his wheels stopped working.
Huh.
Odd.
Oh,
yeah,
he said his screen froze.
Oh, shit. That's a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah, we've Derek has exited the race. No screen makes it impossible to drive, so.
Well, I'm sure he's probably got to reboot or something if that caused the issue. But you got to love technical difficulties. Yes, Patrick, Damien's setup is definitely set for coil bind, so the rears are going to be soft so it flexes around really nicely. So Dennis looks like he's out for a Sunday drive in that Dick Trickle inspired Heilig Myers paint scheme. He's got Grandma's Buick just, cruising, straight cruising. So let's go back through the field here a little bit. Burns still on the move in the Wanger car. His knockoff Dale Earnhardt car. Followed up by Eric Kapp in fifth. Diesel is hot on his heels in sixth. The lawnmower looking for some lawn to mow, but I think he's only going to find desert out here today. He's hanging out in seventh. Aiden sitting in eighth. Ron St. Louis ninth.
I was going to say, we do have some trees out here. Maybe he could start doing tree removal or something.
Hey, I can tell you the Porsche. Oh, yep. Tom way off in the dirt.
Oh.
He brings it back on.
Ooh, nice recovery.
Good Lord of living. So that's going to put Dennis up to second place.
And to your comment about the porta shitters, if I remember correctly, those are not solid.
Yeah, they are. You can hit one and it will stop the car.
Oh,
ask me
yes.
Ask me how I know this.
I believe I remember that happening to you. Yes.
Also, the power boxes are solid. And if you hit one of those, chances are high you're skying the shit out of this thing.
And like Diesel did in qualifying.
Man, Turnip locking that.
Oh, Gary locked it up. Kept it out of everybody.
Wow. Ooh, man, them tires are angry.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, now he's got his least favorite paint scheme behind him. Scott says sand in the brakes. Let's look and see where Tom rejoins. So he's just in front of Diesel. See if he can use his road skill or lack of prowess to run these guys back down and put it back in contention here. A lot of race left.
You can't say Tom's got a lack of road skill. I've seen him on a road course in a road car. He does pretty darn well.
He has more skill than he gives himself credit for. I'll say that.
Absolutely.
We've got Turnip all over Dennis. I'm going to switch this to the tower so we can look at last lap times a little bit easier. Turnip, you're fastest on track with a 126.6. Dennis actually a little faster than Damien that time around, so we'll keep an eye on that. Damien's definitely taking it wider, probably pushing it a little bit more. Dennis going to let Turnip go into the corner, it looks like. Not really fight him here yet.
That's too early to worry about it. Especially if you could stay with him. Gary off.
I see that. Gary's off, way off again. Gary, the tracks, yeah, there you go. Yeah,
you go.
You're good. Gary's car is sponsored by Too Fast. That's our timing and scoring sponsor for the race and the series as a whole. So shout out to them. Go give them some love when you get a chance. Gary looks like he's trying to survive. Now, let's talk about Ron St. Louis for a second. Ron was not going to run tonight. And as you can see, JD McHaley is not a part of the race tonight. JD is actually on his way back to Florida. So he is missing tonight's race. And I told Ron, you got to run tonight. And he says, why? I said, because you're so close to JD, you could take third in this series and then really put the screws to him at Michigan. So he's here. He's running. I think if he finishes where he does, he puts it into third in the championship. Which would be what's up?
I'm getting the pass on Eric Kapp there.
Oh, I missed it. Yeah, the Gominator around Mr. Kapp. So Ron's here. He's running. We'll see how long he can hang on to it. And yeah, Tyler, Gary's not going to find any grass here. Maybe some dead grass, but I don't think a lot of grass. So I'll put the gap up on screen. Ooh, Burnsy got around. Oop, Gabriel just crashed. Take a look at that really quick. Oh, man, he just gets loose. He's trying like hell to save it. He locks her down. Well, that was a hell of a save. Oh, man. I think Burns is the man on the move, though. He's gotten around Dennis. He's headed for Damien. Tom not far back either, but Dennis definitely needs cars between him and Eric Kapp right now.
Mm-hmm.
I should have set it to the road rating so that way I could have read that off, but I failed on that one for tonight.
It happens. I mean, at least you got the session right on the first try.
Yeah, we didn't have an issue like we did for the Daytona 500, which if you haven't watched it, go give that a watch. Me and Dennis called that whole thing, and it was actually quite a bit of fun. Threw in some old school stuff as well. Some throwbacks to the way Fox did the broadcasts after Dale passed away, so that was kind of neat. We got
had a lot of fun in there.
Dude, it was. Wow, Tom is really letting the ass hang out on this thing. I think he thinks he's Dale Earnhardt reincarnated. We got a crash from Gary now. So this is out of turn 4 coming into, I think it's 5 or 6. Oh, it just locks up.
Turn 3.
Is that turn 3?
Yeah.
He's crashed twice now. We got another crash out of Gary. Oh, it counted the same crash. Weird. I don't understand. But Gary's rolling.
My focus on crashes isn't working very well.
See, that's why I like the fact that I've got I can click the little software here to just pull it back on. But
yeah.
Make sure you guys like the stream.
Yes,
please.
definitely. Like,
Whoa,
subscribe.
off.
Oh, shit. I just saw that. We'll roll back. It looked like he just cooked it into the turn. Oh, yeah.
Got on the brakes and it just locked up.
Yep. So he at least saved it. We got Damien off track now. My God, there's so much stuff happening. Oh, he just went way wide. Yep, and that's going to put Turnip around Damien.
I had a feeling. I knew it was a matter of time before Turnip got it back into the lead.
Mitch, don't give Gary too much credit. Oh man. Well, so Damien didn't let Turnip get too far ahead of him here. Damien is all over the back of him. Let's go off the nose of that Buick. I mean, he's not far behind. And Damien's no slouch on a road course, so. Trak is slicker than the Vaseline on my nightstand, McKaylee says.
TMI.
Way more than we needed to know, Mike. Yeah, Turnip definitely not getting far away here on this one. What else do we got? I'd usually use the track map. Let's see if we can find a good battle. Is there anything on track here? We got Dennis off by himself. Tom's pulled out on Eric Kapp. Diesel Weasel. I'm shocked that he's given this a go. Usually doesn't do too many road course things, so. We got Ron up to 7th. He's up 3 positions from where he started. Then we got Gary.
Yeah.
Just kind of doing lawnmower things, or maybe he's excavating. I'm not really sure. He's rolling in 9th. Gabriel slowly catching him. He's hanging in there at 10th. But back to the battle for the lead. Ooh, Turnip slips up. Damien coming to the inside as they head down the front stretch. Battle for the lead heating up. I would not be surprised. Yeah, they're all sitting in a voice chat together, so they're probably toying with each other. Yeah, Mike, that was the way we understood it as well. It's been a little bit since I've talked with him, so I don't know if he's made it further, but it sounded like things were going smoothly. Gary's looking for sandworms like Beetlejuice. Oh my God, that's great. Oh, we got Aiden off. See what happened to him here. He's just late braking coming in. I got Diesel off track. He's rolling again though. Ron closing in on him. So we're 10 laps into this thing. Dude, Damien is not letting Turnip go. I mean, they are booking it. Oh, Turnip off in the grass or dirt. Now he's got to get back to work and go right back after him. And then Dennis does the same thing.
Oh, man.
What is happening?
Is there oil on the track or something?
Dude, I don't know, but Dennis has now been passed by the Gominator and Eric Kapp. He's going to rejoin the track here. Good God. Go back to Damien. So Turnip's got to make up a boatload of ground. Tom's, I think, slowly closing in on this as well. Yeah, Patrick, I think that's one of the problems with their model. We got Aiden off track again. Back into turn one. He's just late braking on the thing, and it's coming around. He's got to back up the corners. We got Eric Kapp. You can see Tom out there in the distance. On board with Diesel Weasel. Dennis right behind him. This might be our next battle if Dennis... Because it's not like Dennis got into... Oh, no, and Ron goes around. He hits the curbing, it looked like. That was kind of weird. But as long as Dennis can stay clean and not get the tires too hot, I think he's going to be okay here. I just think that a lot of people... Oh, Diesel off in the dirt. So Dennis...
I'm thinking that there's oil on the track.
No, I know what the problem is, and that corner's stupid deceiving because you don't think it bends that much, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, nope, yep, we're turning. Let's get that up on screen really quick. Track temp currently 125 degrees. It's 86 degrees and sunny. Yeah, so I think these guys hate me right now. Even though I didn't set it up like this. So we got Diesel back to 6th. Ron hanging out 7th. The lawnmower, he's closing in a little bit. And then we got Gabriel bouncing around out of the last turn. Go back to Damien. See if we can't. Turnip's back to 2 seconds down to Damien, and he's pulling him in a hurry. Scott, I think it might be. I think it might be in Death Valley. I'm not 100% sure. But, we try to give these guys as authentic as we can. And like I said, unfortunately, we don't have Riverside, so we deal with what we can. Good Lord. Damien coming out of the corner looking like a 64 Impala on hydraulics. I think Snoop Dogg called. He wants his car back. Yeah, so Damien is getting run down by Turnip. He's got him down to 1.7 at this point. Kind of a little bit of rubber band in spots, but slowly pulling him in. Let's go back here to Turnip. I think Turnip might be running close to the same setup because his car is picking that right front up as well. Let's see if he changed his driver's details lately. Nope, it's still a picture of me. That's cool.
Well, at least you know you're loved.
Yeah. He's got him down to 1.5. He's off in the dirt just a little bit, but it pulls him off because of the way the corner's shaped. And now he's back to 3 seconds out. Turnip, you got to keep it clean, man. You got to keep it clean. Oh, let's see. We got Tom back here in 4th. Lonely old 4th. About 15 seconds back. But Eric Kapp has pulled in on Tom a little bit here. He's about a second back from him. See where Dennis is at. He's the length of the straightaway. Our resident choose car driver. On board with the Weaseliest of diesels, or dieseliest of weasels, however you want to put it.
One way or the other.
Yeah. Rocking one of his meme paints tonight. And then, if it can be done to me, it can be done by me. Great words from Ron St. Louis. Gary Freeman hitting pit road probably for that first set of tires. I'm sure he's been having fun here. And then we got Gabriel Griffin just about to pass Gary. It's just a little under halfway here. I figured this was going to be a pretty quick race because we obviously local cautions only. We got Damian and Turnip coming down the front stretch together. So those are P1, P2. You see Tom coming into shot way back there. The question now becomes, can Turnip run Damian down? I mean, he's done it a couple of times already, but does he have the tires to do so?
And that's where the question really lies.
Exactly.
He's been running the crap out of that car.
Oh, he can't have much percentage left on the rears, to be quite honest. I mean, he's just been driving the hell out of it. He needs Damian to make a mistake. He's already pulled in a full second since we started talking about this. God dang, that car just twists right over. He's got him down to 3 seconds, so he is running him down again. Look out of Damian's front windshield here. It kind of, it's going to change before we get to turn one, but turn one is highly deceiving. You got to really get on the brakes and get the thing to turn. It looks like Gary is back out on track with a set of 4 fresh tires. Turnip got him down to 2.8. And they're just about to put Gabriel Griffin a lap down here. They're about a minute 18 up on him. Fuel window, I think, is right at about 25. I think. And I don't even really know. You might not even have to fuel it. You might just have to put tires on it. Just because this track is as hot as it is and everything, it may just kill the crap out of the tires. So
I have a feeling that they're going to need fuel.
Probably. It's hard to say. Tom Gum and Eric Kapp battling for third right now.
I can't see them making it through this race without at least one fuel stop.
It'll be interesting. We'll see how close it gets. I did see another battle. The Weasel and Ron St. Louis battling it out for 6th. Ron's actually driven a really clean race right now. A couple of... Oh, and Diesel goes off and Ron goes around him. But Diesel gets moving right away, so that's good. But, Ron's just out here just running. He's not too far back. He's about 20 seconds back from your leaders, so, handling the road course in the Pontiac quite well. I got Gary off track. Gary back playing in the dirt again. That's turn one. Turn one seems to be getting everybody. We got Damien pulling out to about 3-2 and kind of holding there right now. So far, I think the cleanest at the moment. I'm gonna look. I wish it gave me incident points. Oh, it does. It gives me off tracks. Damien with 1, Turnip with 4. And it looks like Gabriel Griffin with 9. It's your highest on the off tracks. So Turnip is hard charging though. He's back to 2.8. Go back and see Tom and Eric. Ooh, Tom off track there. Brings it back on clean. It's going to let Eric close in a little bit. Man, you can see the dirt just flying off the tires. And see Dennis Daly slowly starting to creep back in on these guys. The Gominator not really getting everything to fall into place for him today. But still a good showing sitting there in third right now. Yeah, Scott, Gary's playing in the sand without a shovel. On board with the old Gominator. It's too bad it doesn't show you the pedals going up and down when you're in car.
Yeah.
Be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
Eric Kapp all over him. Eric just running a respectable, clean race. That's all you can do right now. He's only got 1 off track. Or actually, I'm sorry, he has no off tracks. What else we got? Looks like we got Gabe on pit road. So Dennis in 5th. Ron in 6th right now. Ooh. Get it back on track, Ron. Hang on to it. I swear to God, commentators curse. So Ron going to lose a spot to old Diesel Weasel here. He's back to 7th. Yeah, Gary off track again. Let's roll this back and see what happens. He clips the dirt. It shoots right. He dukes a hazards it. Straightens it back out the way he goes. Oh, that's funny. Damien's still holding about a 2.8 second lead over Turnip in 2nd. Coming up on that halfway point soon. Let's go back here. Got the Gominator jumping through what looks like 6 and 7, maybe. I got Burnsy off track. Oh my God, he overshot turn 1 again. Or, well, not turn 1. The last turn, I guess. So that's going to let Damien get really gapped out here. Go back to Tom. He's got Eric right behind him, and Dennis Daly is slowly creeping into this battle. Dennis sitting in 2nd in points. He's going to need this thing to really get back into it. He's got to get around to Eric and gain some points on him here. So any way that he can get in front of Garrett or get in front of Eric and then get lucky, stick somebody in between them, and gain some points back, especially with the tight point spread that we have for this year. I got Ron headed down pit road, probably looking for some new shoes at this point.
Thank you, sir. I feel like this is accurate.
Oh, not Diesel. I need Dennis. Dennis closed in on Eric that time. We got a three-way battle for third right now.
Careful, Gabriel. He'll show you how to go off in turn 9.
So Dennis trying to pull Eric in here. Looking for... we need this. Yeah. So the gap has been shrinking for the last 5 laps. It went from 9 seconds down to 1.5. So Dennis is definitely closing in. We'll see if it updates there. Dennis all over the back of him. Ron back on track with a set of fresh tires and some fuel. Dennis going to go underneath Eric. That puts Dennis up into 4th. So now Dennis gaining back a point there on Eric. He's going to need a few more positions, though, for that to keep swinging back the other direction. I don't want that or that. There we go. I do like that time delta box. It's kind of nice. Patrick, I've been working on it, and I'm kind of pissed about it. I could put up the points before, but I think it's wrong right now. And it's not even going to turn on. Oh, Dennis getting loose. He saves it, though. Still rolling P4. So he's about 4 seconds back. Pull this back up. About 5.1 to Tom right now. See if Dennis can make that shrink a little bit. Perhaps it'll pop. Tonto, it's one of those things that I've been working on with STK, and it's probably the clunkiest part, and I don't understand why. It should just work and pull from iRacing, and it's not. It really kind of pisses me off that I spend that kind of money for a piece of the software to not work. Dennis 5.5 back from the Gominator right now. I think it's all going to depend on when you take your tires and you know, when that's going to work out for you at this point. So Damian Conrad continuing to lead here. He's got clean track in front of him right now. You see him hit that rumble strip down in the bottom of the last turn there. That's really what gets you to shoot off to the side of the track, which is beyond frustrating. I have Turnip back off track. He went off in the last turn again. Yeah, Patrick, I do like the lap delta box as well. I think it works quite well for this. I haven't messed with it too much, but so Turnip now 14 seconds back. So Tom closing in just a little bit there on Turnip. Let's get this up. Show the delta on Tom to Justin. At 11.6 currently. The gap has been shrinking on and off. Maybe Turnip's cooked his stuff trying to catch Damian. I don't know. Turnip pulling back out. He's up 12.6 already. Put that up on screen. Clean that up just a little bit. On board with Tom. See where Dennis is at. Dennis has got Tom down to 4.6. So he is starting to close Tom in. And then we've got Eric Kapp behind Dennis. He's 2.5 back currently. That gap growing ever so slightly with each lap, it looks like. Diesel Weasel about 33 seconds back from Eric Kapp in 6th place. And then we've got Ron about 49 seconds down to Diesel currently. So about half the track. But Ron is our first car, I think, on new shoes. So Dennis pulling Tom in again. He's down to 4 seconds. We got Gary off track. Ooh, look like Gary hit the wall. Roll that back and see what happened. Clips the apron. Just gets loose. Oh, good Lord, Gary, save it. He just taps the inside wall. So, looks like Ron got around Gary there. I started putting distance on him, so that's good. Good for Ron. We'll go back to Damien, your leader.
Not all of us love a coil bind suspension.
I appreciate it, Patrick. So Damien up quite a bit, actually. See what the Delta box looks like for turnip right now. Up about 13 seconds, 14 seconds over turnip. So, oh, I got Tom off track. Oh, Tom's off playing in the dirt. You can see them rotors just a glowing. I think that's going to put Dennis right behind Tom, and he's going to have the run coming up the hill here. Oh, if they don't get into each other right here, I'll be shocked. So battle for third right here. Dennis all over the back of Tom. See if Tom can pull back away from him. But so far, Dennis not able to seal the deal quite yet. I think Robin left us for Moon Car. Just
Might
a
be
rough,
right.
just a rough guess. I'm pretty sure she left for Moon Car.
What a traitor.
Corn, to answer your question, yeah, I can get you one.
Okay.
Dennis
I want you to know, when you get done here, when we get done here, well, go take a look at the dumbest thumbnail I've ever made for a stream.
Did you send it to me?
Oh no. No. It's on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be streaming the sim car race Thursday night.
Oh, you poor bastard. Well, JD, if you pulled over, jump on in, man. We're just hanging out in the broadcast booth.
Come on in. I'll share my screen.
You can hang out with us for a little bit. Dennis Daly to pit road, which is probably not a bad idea. So that's going to leave Tom in third. If Dennis's pit stop goes well, hopefully he can start pulling people in.
Gabriel's tires are hot.
See, he already pitted once. Damien continuing to lead. Let's see where Justin is. On board with Burnsy. He's a ways back. You see Damien way off in the distance there.
Turnips dropped 13 seconds, and I think that's the man right there.
Oh my God, you guys. Hello, chat.
We have JD McHaley. Where are you at right now, my man?
Somewhere in Arkansas.
Somewhere in Arkansas. Well, at least you got to miss the storms and stuff in Florida today.
Yeah. I missed the rain. I missed the snow, everything. You guys want to know where I'm at? I'm at a truck stop about an hour or so south of Little Rock.
Okay.
I have to go so slow towing this stuff, man. And it was in the rain.
Dennis is back out on track. He's sitting sixth with a new set of tires. I don't like how it's not giving me lap times down to people. So Dennis is almost a lap down, but we should see him starting to pull away from Damien here with the new tires. But So it's been raining on you this whole time?
For the last 3 hours or so, I've been going down the interstate, maybe doing 55 just to be safe.
That's probably a safe bet. Tonto, thank you for becoming a member, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Patrick, I'm going solo.
I'm waiting to see. I would suspect that Damien's going to come in maybe next lap, unless his tires are feeling good. He's 14 seconds up on Turnip, so Damien commanding this race.
God, I'm so sad I missed this one, man. The road courses are the best.
You know what's really going to chap your ass on this one?
Oh, chap it already.
Ron's going to pass you in points for third place.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Now, I just have to point this out, and hopefully, we don't commentator curse this gentleman here. Eric Kapp, the only man with a 0x right now.
Oh God, why'd you have to screw him over like that? He's all over the backside of the Gominator. Turn up on pit road finally. I think he finally said his tires have had enough.
Gabriel Griffin off track again.
Tom's smoking the tire coming into one.
Isn't technology awesome that I can actually hang up here and watch the broadcast and commentate with you?
Yeah, technology's great.
How's my volume? Am I okay?
Oh, you're fine. Eric's all over the backside of Tom right now. Tom holding down second, 40 seconds back from Damien, and Damien's just pulling away like a gas pump right now. I'm just seeing the time tick away.
Well, I'm a few seconds behind, but that's okay.
Ugh.
So who's our pick to win here?
I'm sharing my screen for you, JD.
I think the pick to win went out the window as soon as we started. I thought Tom was gonna really reel it off after what he did last year. But Patrick, I don't think it's gonna be a two-stopper. I think it's gonna be a single stop. We're under 25 to go, so realistically they can make it on fuel. It's gonna be all about when do you want to put tires on this thing. So
I don't know. I remember single stopping this the last time I ran this.
I single stopped it too, if I remember right. So I don't think he's gonna have to stop it twice. Let's see where Damien's at here. He's just coming through the S's. He might wait to pit until 20 to go. Because he's not showing any signs of slowing down, really. He's still running a 127 to everybody else's 129s or 130s. The only one that's really in the ballpark right now is Dennis at a 128.1. It looks like Diesel might have finally pitted as well. So.
Who was the pit?
Damien, Tom. Actually, Dennis just went around Diesel. So Damien, Tom, and Eric, I believe.
You see Damien in that Buick, right?
Yeah, he's got the front tires are lifting right off the ground. Oh, no, Patrick. That's laps to go.
Oh, I'm telling you, that is the best car for road courses.
I like the Ford, I think, a little bit better for the road courses, I'll be honest.
Really? That's my least favorite one.
So I've just come back from the pit box for Diesel Weasel, and they have not pitted yet.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Maybe he thinks he can make it without pitting. Wouldn't that be a feat? Okay, so Turnip just threw down a 126.6. That's insane.
Wow.
Damien's on pit road. So the question is, does Tom come this time, or does he stay out and hope that he can reel people in? Gary off track back there playing in the sand again like he's building a sandcastle.
Tell him there's no grass out there.
Yeah, would you inform Gary there's no grass? The chat would
Thank
like
you,
him to
Scott.
know.
Another thing is there any condition that would allow a full course caution on this track?
Maybe if you had a bunch of cars that bashed into each other in the carousel.
I just didn't know if that was in the realm of possibility. I'm just out of curiosity.
Gary getting hella loose. Wow, what a save before pit road. Damien is still on pit road.
Wow.
So that makes Tom Gom your leader? Interesting. I don't know why Damien is still on pit road.
Maybe had a penalty.
Like a speeding penalty?
Maybe.
Scott, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, there goes Damien. He's coming out of pit road finally.
Yeah, he just confirmed speeding penalty.
Oh, that sucks. Well, that's going to change things up.
Yeah.
Eric Kapp all over Tom.
Hey, don't count him out. Damien's quick. There's still 20 laps left.
Oh, I know. I'm not counting him out at all.
Pretty slick looking car too. That fast car logo just pops on
that
car.
Blue. Yeah, his
It
and
is.
Aiden's. Oh, it looks like Gary has pulled the plug for tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom off in the dirt. He saves it. But yeah, Scott, back to what I was going to say. I don't know if they're going to close schools early or not.
For what?
Eric, we're supposed to get like 8 inches of snow. We haven't gotten that much snow all year. So.
Michigan will close schools for snow?
Yeah.
Huh.
Are you kidding? North Carolina does too.
Well, that's because you guys don't have anything to clean up the snow with.
I mean, there's one plow in the whole state. Let's be real.
Yeah. So.
Nice side-by-side racing here between Eric and Tom, by the way.
Yeah, I was just looking to see where Damien was. He is on a mission. He's already up 3 seconds in a lap on these guys. And Bernsey is pulling in the leaders really quickly.
Yeah, he is.
Got that fresh rubber, man. I didn't think that it would take much, make much of a difference on a road course, but
yeah, Turnip's got him down to less than 3 seconds now.
Smoking the tires in the corner, but he's doing it.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Wait, what did he do?
Down to 2.6.
Wanger.
While I'm thinking about it, Damien around Diesel for 5th. He's 34 seconds back right now. Back to Bernsey. He's got him down to 1.7. Turnip is on fresher tires than P1, P2, so 18 to go.
It's going to be hard not to pick him to win, man.
Unless he wrecks into a porta shitter.
Or an electrical box. Or an electrical box.
Yeah, or an electrical box. They don't move.
Well, getting to him is one thing. Can he pass him, though?
He's going to go under Eric Kapp right here. Yeah, he's underneath him, and he's gone.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah, he already pulled 1.4 seconds on him. Or I'm sorry, I take that back. About a half a second. I hate the way that the software reads sometimes. So Turnip all over the backside of Tom at this point. Mr. Earl, how are we doing?
Nick Earl?
Yep, Nick Earl.
Oh, what's up?
Man, I thought Turnip and Tom were going to collide. 56 and you froze your butt off? That's cute.
Turnip's able to get a much better drive out of the corners right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Tom's trying to save it as best he can. Damien down to 30 seconds out.
They're side by side coming down the front stretch.
Turnip's got him by a fender. Door quarter. Is he going to clear him? Tom says, nope, this is my spot.
Oh, he lost
and Turnip to the inside. It's a drag race to 2. Tom says, this is mine. You're not taking it.
He's not making it easy.
No, he's not.
There he goes.
Turnip finally clears him. Out in the marbles, but Turnip finally clears him. Oh, man.
That was great racing right there.
Well, Nick, we're not too bad. JD's going to sleep in a truck tonight, but...
I don't know how I'm going to sleep in this damn thing.
Is it got a bench seat or buckets?
It's a bench seat.
Do yourself a favor, take a jacket and your bed pillow, throw it against the wall. The other thing is do you have any towels or anything that are readily available?
No.
Okay.
I just have clothes. You want to take all my clothes off so I can use it.
Well, no. Do you have a bed sheet or anything that you can get to?
Nah, but I'm okay. I don't need that.
A blanket?
No.
Man, you are really failing at this.
I have a hoodie.
No, you need a blanket or something to throw in the front windshield.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care if people look at me.
It's not about looking at you, so that way you can sleep. We're gonna go back to the battle for Tom and Eric. They're sitting P2, P3. Damien,
all the way 3.5 seconds after passing for the lead.
You know who's still pulling in the leader?
Damien.
Mm-hmm. 26 seconds back, 16 laps to go. It's 2 seconds a lap. Can he do it? I know how we can tell.
Has everyone pit though?
Yes, except for Tom and Eric.
Boy, they're oh man.
So
have a huge word.
Damien is 5 seconds back from Dennis, and he's slowly been bringing that gap down. AJ, I still have not pitted. Stop assuming. Oh, Diesel says he hasn't pitted either. I just heard. Good Lord.
I
feel like yelled at here.
I feel like I should say, assuming only makes an ass out of you.
Right. So the other thing is Dennis is 14 seconds back from Eric Kapp, and that gap is shrinking.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are having a heck of a battle, though. Tom and Eric Kapp here.
I see that. Like, Tom is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at it. As we watch Gabriel Griffin go off in the back. Man, Gabriel shipped it hard.
To answer your question, Nick, I'm sleeping in the truck because I'm driving back to Florida, but I'm taking a breather at a truck stop right now.
Okay, this is funny because there was the broadcast that I did about Dover, and someone just actually commented on it, and they said they want to know what Kenny Wallace calls Dover.
What does he call it?
Bristol with a boob job.
Yep.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, these guys are battling it out hard. I don't think Eric's forcing the issue.
This is definitely the battle of the race. I will say that.
I would say that as well. I don't think anybody's as close.
Trying to put Ron a lap down here.
I'm going to click the last lap times on this. We're going to check out a couple of things. So Burnsy did a 128.5. Dennis and Damien at 127s.
Chops.
We'll see what it looks like this time around.
A silicone Bristol.
So Tom and Eric 132s. I'm waiting to see what Dennis throws down. Dennis with a 128, so considerably faster. We'll check that gap. Yeah, that gap falling.
Eric to the inside.
Oh, God, I'm looking at the wrong stuff. These guys want to keep battling here. Trying to get numbers, and they want to battle. How dare I move off? What am I, Fox Sports?
As long as you're not Rick Allen, you're good.
I mean, really, it would have just been terrible if you throw it in commercial.
Next thing you know, you're going to hear...
And there's a fight. They're angry. They know they have lost.
But you know what we aren't going to hear here?
5 wide! 5 fucking wide! Oh, shit!
If you have 5 wide at Willow Springs, you better get that reaction because that's what's going on.
Oh, dude. So Damien just threw down a 126.8. If we show the gaps, Damien's down to 20 seconds away from Burnsy with 13 to go. Keep the last lap times up here because I think Damien went even faster this last lap. Just a rough guess. I'm just waiting to see it. Update. He's a 127. But Dennis is creeping into this shot too. So Dennis and Damien, I think, are going to get to this battle in the next 2-3 laps. Yeah. We got Diesel hitting pit lane finally. Probably for a fuel and go is what I would guess. We'll go back to Eric Kapp and the Gominator. Actually, I want to go to Dennis for a second. Yeah, Dennis has been pulling them in. He's pulled them in huge since lap 32. Go back to Tom and Eric.
So I'm now laying across the bench. I've been less comfortable.
I mean, if I can sleep on a bench seat, you can sleep on a bench seat. Look like Tom still keeping gap on Eric.
Tom will be pitting this time around.
Oh, so Dennis is
going to go off.
Oh, no.
Oh, off the track a tad.
At this point, just shoot it straight for pit road.
Well, he's exactly what he's doing.
Patrick, it's probably because of the way that Restream works. It's kind of stupid sometimes. All right, so Dennis is going to be up to third. He's right behind Eric Kapp. We know Eric has to pit still. He hasn't yet. See if we can't get this up.
Turnip getting ready to go around Ron here.
I can't believe Ron's going to pass me points.
I feel like I said this a few laps ago that Turnip's putting Ron a lap down.
Yes, you did. You definitely did.
Somehow Ron unlapped himself, and now he's getting lapped again.
Interesting. JD Diggs says, be careful on the roads.
I'm trying, man. Thanks.
I'm going to show the gap over here. If any of you
can find me at this truck stop, I'll take pictures with you.
Okay, so let me look at the last lap time. Damien's like 4 seconds faster than Turnip a lap, and he is only 13 seconds back from Turnip.
We're coming to 11 to go here.
We're at 11 to go. Burnsy just coming across the start finish line. Can these guys run Turnip down? That's the question at this moment.
You know, if I had to guess, based off of what I'm seeing, Ron managed to unlap himself.
I think you're right. I think Turnip might have went off. Yeah, I got Turnip going off track before Tom went off track. So I think there was some shenanigans there, which is helping these guys pull Turnip back in. And they're all sitting in a voice chat together, so I would not be surprised if Dennis and Damien are trying to creep into Turnip's head. check the last lap times. Turnip still with a 132, Damien at a 127.
It wasn't according to my relatives.
They're getting closer and closer. I do want to see the gap to Eric Kapp.
They are there.
Oh, yeah, they are. Damien is looking for any way he can around Dennis.
God, I'm so jealous. I wish I was racing in this. That's such a strategic race.
Honestly, knowing what I know about Willow Springs, I'm not really needed here for race control. Had I felt like it tonight,
You'd have ran it.
I might have ran this one.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I was exhausted.
Oh,
when
Dennis!
I got home.
Dennis and Damien going to try to run it around the outside of Eric into turn 1, and it looks like they've cleared him. So that's going to change some things up. So Dennis now clawing back in the points. We're going to check off of Dennis. The gap to turn up is 11 seconds, and it's shrinking. It's shrinking. Oh, Dennis off track.
He's going to keep it going, no issues.
Yeah, he brought it back on clean. So now we'll see if Damien can pull him in. Damien obviously has the setup tonight. I mean, he's been flying with this thing. Diggs says you should have ran it in the choose car.
Funny enough, that's what I signed. That's the car I signed up with.
I'm not surprised. The choose car Buick.
Yeah, that's had I chosen to run tonight, that would have been the car I would have driven. Yeah, something about the Buick on a road course.
It is weird, right? It seems to just roll over a little nicer for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's wider. Eric Kapp headed down pit road. That's good for Dennis. Bad for Eric. Damien got a little funky there coming out of turn 1.
A little bit of that sand.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the remaining races?
The only thing we got left after tonight, Michigan. That's it. That's all she wrote. Stick a fork in her.
I should be able to race in that one.
Well, you got a week. I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Eric Kapp getting off a pit road just before Tom gets there. He's about 10 seconds back from Eric. Check our last lap times. Burnsy dropped it to a 128, but Damien ran a 127. We'll see what it looks like the next time by here. We get Turnip headed down into the last turn. As long as he doesn't go off track a bunch. He'll have 8 to go at the line. Let's see, put down a 127.86. He matched Damien last time around. What's Damien going to throw down here? $127.52, still faster than Turnip. He's got to push Turnip into a mistake here.
Yeah.
He's got him down to 9.7. He's got to pull in 2 seconds a lap almost to really get there and have time to seal the deal.
Annie?
I don't know. He's got him down at 9.3. 9.1. Man, Damien's pushing the shit out this car. And now it's stretching back out 9.6. It's literally a rubber band match right now. Go back to Turnip. He's through the S's. Patrick, it very well could happen. I mean, there is a reason we call him Turnip. He turned up when I told him to go low. So anything can happen.
I think he's going to be conservative enough. It's not going to cost him.
Damien under 9 seconds. He's at 8.9 right now. He's just got to clear Ron efficiently.
Using the draft on the straightaway here.
We're seeing that. I see 9.3. Does Damien clear Ron? He goes to the inside. He's got to take off back after him. Check out where Burns is at. Headed down into 3. Is it 3 or 4?
I don't even know anymore.
This track has weird track or corner numbers, but Burnsy pulled out about a half a second.
I mean, there is that one track that does have the corner named Bitch, so
that is true. Very true. Let's check
what
last
track
lap.
Is that?
VIR.
Yes.
And there's a reason for that. I don't remember what it was. Damien was still 2 seconds faster than Turnip that last time. So, go back to the gap.
He's consistently staying in the 127s.
Yeah. I mean, he's shrinking the gap lap after lap. So, I don't know. I don't know. This could go either way. If Damien can force him into a mistake, if he gets any closer and Turnip has to really drive hard, it could cost him.
Yeah.
It's a strategic move, but he could veer off across the track and cut half the course.
Turnip pitted quite a bit earlier than Damien did. So Damien's on a lot nicer tires. And Damien carrying that left front through turn 1. I mean, he's throwing it at it. There's no doubt in my mind. Diggs, I don't know if it's shrinking enough.
I don't think it is.
There's only 6 to go, actually about 6.5 at this point.
Turnip's going to have to make a boo-boo, but I think he's going to be too conservative to do that.
I think you're going to be right.
That's why green flag pit stops are so important to do fast.
Turnip still your leader, 8.6 out on Damien. But this is where Damien starts to pull him in, is past the S's. I mean, he pulled him into almost 8 seconds back.
Tom Gobb says Turnip's running grip hacks.
Okay, now he's got him. Oh, he just brought him below 8 for the first time in a hot minute. Last lap times, Damien with a 126.9 to Turnip's 128.1.
Oh, now that'll raise some eyebrows.
You think?
My eyebrows are raised, sir.
Patrick just said that the speeding penalty screwed Damien. I don't know. He still could get it. If Turnip knows he's pushing, anything can happen. Down to 7.5. Turnip your leader. You see Damien in the shot. Turnip's having to drive hard. I'm starting to see the tires smoke a lot more. Damien down to 7.2 right now. Turnip's got the lap car. Gabriel Griffin he's going to have to deal with here in a second as well. So this may slow up Turnip enough to let Damien pull back in. Damien under 7. Down to 6.8 as they come off of turn number 11. Damien is wheeling the shit out of this thing, guys. Down to almost 6.5.
Down to under 6 seconds.
Jeez. No, he's really catching up.
Dude, he's turning it up. He's going to force Turnip to really throw down some times here. Turnip with a 128.8. Damien with a 127.6. 4 laps to go.
He still looks so far behind, though.
He's consistently shrunk this gap.
If he gains a second and a half a lap, he'll be up there.
Tires.
Well, he had him down to 6, just under 6. He's already back to him under 6. Like, and now Damien's in the faster part of the track here for himself. 5.8. D-Mac, this is iRacing. He's down 5.8, 5.7, 5.6. Turnip pulling back out a little bit. Down to 5.5. 3 to go as they cross the line. Let's check the lap times. Turnip with a 128.24.
Damien with a 127.4.
He ran this. He ran the same lap time back to back. It never changed.
Someone throw a blue shell.
Consistency, sir.
Turnip is not far ahead of Damien at this point, and I'm wondering if the tires are falling off.
How much earlier did he pit, though?
About 20 laps.
Lap 28,
God.
Damien pitted on lap 31.
Okay, so about 5 laps, but still, 5 laps is a lot with bias plies.
Yeah.
Damien down to 5. Under 5, down to 4.9.
I just don't think there's enough time. If he had 2 more laps, I would bet on it.
We're starting to see Turnip out the front windshield, man. I mean, he is right there.
And a 4.1, 4.0. Under 4 seconds away.
Yeah, I got him 3.9 right now with where I see him.
I've got him down to 3 seconds almost.
I got him 3.5. 2 to go. Turnip with a 128.2, 129.1. Damien with a 126.8.
Fastest lap he's run this race.
He's got him down to 3 seconds, 2.9 actually, 2.8. Damien's going to force this boy to drive, and then he's going to drive out of his life.
If Damien doesn't catch him, he's at least showing that he's not buckling to the pressure.
Oh, dude. I think Damien's got the right setup for this race.
Oh, my God, he's right there now.
Yeah, down to 2.
Who's going to make a mistake?
I don't know. But again, we're back to the section of the track where Damien's the fastest. This is where he's pulled in huge amounts of time. Turnip with a slight off track. Slight off track again. Damien clean through that whole sector down to 1.8.
Oh, my God.
It was Turnip's race to lose, and now Damien is just flying. Down to 1.4. Down under 1.4. Oh my God, it's down to 1.2.
It's going to be close.
Last lap
has enough.
121 to a 126 again.
It's
Damien down to
that
0.8. Turnip smoking the tire. Damien smokes the tires. This is a race we've been looking for.
Hey, Corn.
Yeah.
How about you get that thing off the screen?
No.
0.6. Damien's all over him as we go down into 3 or 4 here.
Tom.
Oh, Tom around.
Oh, yep. Tom definitely turned around, but we're going to clear that. We're focused on this run for the lead. Down to 0.8. We're going to be back into the fastest section for Damien again. The question is, can Damien get there?
Oh, I don't know.
Damian clean down to 0.69. Does he body him in the last corner?
Giggity.
We're going to switch to turnip. Down to 0.3. Does he have enough? Does he get off the corner clean? Does Damian rushes it up the inside. He muscles turnip. He's out. Oh my God, Damian clears him. Does turnip have the drive to get back to him as he get ready to cross the line? And Damian is going to come home the winner with Burnsy 0.3 back.
No way. I can't believe he actually did that.
He pulled it off. Holy shit. That, dude, we gotta, wow. Wow.
I feel for Burnsy, though.
We're going to go back and we're going to look at the pass for the win. I mean, he comes down into the last turn and he bodies him. He didn't really body him. He passed him clean. Turnip tried to cut back down, and Damian just doesn't let it phase him. He just clears him. He's gone.
I got to tell you, the fact that he was able to run the fastest laps of the race right there, that's impressive.
Dude, I want to go look at that. That last lap, he threw down a 126.8 to Turnip's 128.3. That is a race. I mean, just flat impressive. We still got a few guys finishing up here.
I'm sorry, but I need you to go back and watch Dennis after he crosses the line.
I didn't think so either, Patrick. I didn't think he had a chance, but wow.
Oh God. We'll just go. We'll go here. A lot of these guys like to jump the car after the race is over. Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's go talk to Dennis since we've got him in the interview waiting room right now. Dennis, third place on the night, gaining some points, buddy.
Yeah, this is not one that I normally have circled on the schedule for. Oh, well, I can get points here.
I thought you were going to stay with Damian for a good chunk of the race there.
So
you guys pitted right around the same time, and I figured you guys would go after Burnsy together, and he just kind of he walked away there for a little bit, but
he had a little bit different gearing setup than I did, so that's where he was able to pull me. He was running a 400 gear.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So it would make sense as to why he was coming off the corner harder and was able to pull Burns in.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of wild the lap times we were seeing. I know you waited later to pit and everything like that. So I didn't know if that kind of played into it or if the plan was to kind of go right about the midway point.
I pitted right at 25, coming 26. I figured I'm gonna pit halfway, check my tires, see how much I can push this thing. That way I had a good gauge of how much I could actually go in the back end of the race. So, but I will say with the 120-degree track temp, there wasn't very much of being stuck in the track. Everyone was having trouble sliding through the corners or just not being able to get the power to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seemed like the hot track didn't play nice with a lot of things. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, you had some off tracks early, but came back for a third. So, I mean, that's a solid end of the night. And like I said, you finished ahead of Eric, so that pulls you in closer as we get ready to go into Michigan.
Yeah, that was my goal. Is I know points battle wise, I didn't care about Tom, Damian, Turnup. They all had fast cars. Even Eric had fast car. But my goal was to at least finish above Eric and give me a chance next week.
Right.
I'm just hoping next week we get a decent car count, so I have a chance to actually go out there and steal one at home in Michigan. So.
Yep, and then hopefully bring this thing to a close. And I think you're gonna need Eric to finish as far back as humanly possible. But you still have a mathematical shot to win the title as we go into the last round.
Hey, if there's a chance, there's a chance.
I like it.
I just got to go in and do what I can do to win. I just got to get the max amount of points. So.
I like it. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Turnip here for an interview. So if you want to let him know, I'm gonna drag him in a second. And we'll get him in here. So good job tonight, bud.
Good job, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Oop, if I can get this to work right. There we go. All right. So that was Dennis. Ron, you didn't do too bad, man. You had a couple of spins, but nothing super major. All right. Let's grab Burnsy. And it looks like he's muted. Oh, nope. There he is. Turnip.
Yes.
Perfect. Second place on the night, man. It looked like you might have had something for the win, but Damien was coming in a hurry.
Yeah, I had a full bladder ever since lap 25.
Oh shit.
And the pressure just kept building, and
you lost your
it was hard to focus when you
Oh God. A great battle with a great interview. That's awesome.
had Damien passed me sooner, I was gonna pull over and I was gonna go run to the bathroom.
Oh, that's why you gotta have your battle bottle, bud.
Yeah.
You can't use one at a road course.
I mean, there's other options out there that we're not going to talk about on stream, but
Got a bucket and a funnel.
that would work too. But second place on the night, solid run. Like I said, it turned into a battle at the end. So, good run tonight for sure. Are you going to get some depends for Michigan next week?
No, because that's an oval. I can do that.
He says I can do that. All right. Well, good job on the second tonight. And we'll see you at Michigan, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll let you go relax now.
Yeah.
All right. That was turn up. All right. We got to get one more in here. Your winner tonight, Damien, that was a hell of a drive, and I had a hell of a lot of fun calling that one. Walk us through it, man.
Oh, I came in the pit. So the indication when it comes up for your speed came up right at the line. So it was like 36 miles an hour, and you got to be 35. Shit. So it hit me with a 40-second penalty. So I was like, all right, I can probably get back to second. I don't know if I got enough time to run down, turn up, but I just figured I'd push it, and I'm not in it for points, so let's go for the win.
Right. Well, it sounds like he had a pressure problem that was brewing for quite a while that he just informed us about, which is enough to take any man's concentration away from the road. But I definitely think
you got us a-holes in the chat with them. Hey, bathroom, there's porta potties all over the place.
Oh, you're a dick. You're a dick. I wondered. I seen you guys all sitting together, so I'm like, I'll bet that they're giving him some shit right now. So, but
I have to say real quick that Damien, it is super impressive that you clutched it and ran those fast times when you needed to. That's just really impressive, man. Good job.
Thank you. Well, I knew how the car felt on new tires with a full tank. So when I came in for the pit stop, I was debating on no tires and just taking enough fuel to make it into the race.
Right.
And take that gain and hopefully I can hold it.
Yep.
But no, new tires here always pay off. Every time new tires pay off here.
Well, and I think especially with as hot as it was, just getting some cooler tires on the thing probably helped immensely.
Oh yeah. Well, and I wasn't pushing it in the beginning because I was trying to save as much as I can, see how the tire fall off was going to be throughout the race. And then when I pitted, I think it was a lap 30 I was able to pit on.
Right.
By then I knew I'm like, I got 20 laps. I made it to 30. The car feels good. I can push this a little harder.
Right. Right.
So my goal was high 126s, low 127s.
I was going to say, you pretty much matched that. There were a couple of times where you hit kind of hit into that 128 zone, but I think that was with like lap traffic and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and I mean, just to be patient, a lot of guys. This is a tough car on a road course because you got to make sure you keep it square, let it rotate nicely, and pick the throttle up nicely. Otherwise, you can go for a ride.
I was gonna say, otherwise it feels like the thing wants to kill you and you go flying. So,
I mean, I did it in turn 3. I locked it up and slid off.
Right. Well, a lot of guys were blowing that last turn. You know, I think with it being so deceiving, especially with the way you kind of gently come around, you're expecting it to gently curve back in, and it just sharp turns right there at the last second. If you're not set up for it, you're off the track.
Well, and I was trying to do a late apex on turn 9. Get that late apex, make the straightaway a little bit longer.
Right. Well, it definitely seemed like it worked out for you tonight. I mean,
yeah.
And walk me through the last turn, because all of a sudden I'm like, does he body him on the way in? And then it was like clockwork, boom. You kind of just shoved it in. You didn't really have to hit him, and then it looked like he tried to shut the door on you.
Well, when I caught him coming into turn 9, I'm like, he's been struggling here, so he's probably going to take it a little easy. If I go wider and cut the corner harder, I'll be able to get underneath them and possibly get that momentum swing going down the straightaway.
Right.
We made a little bit of contact. There was a 0x, but I was like, it's last corner, last lap. If I don't do it, what am I here for?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, overall, like I said, it was a clean pass, and it looked like it worked, to your advantage. So you didn't run him off the track. I mean, you see him kind of swing wide a little bit, but overall, to me, it was a clean pass. Solid way to end the race, and you definitely showed that you had the setup tonight for sure.
And believe it or not, I mean, you guys all know where I get my setups. Most of my setups for these, and I'll tell everybody, are SSR, School Sim of Racing. Tommy put a good set of base setups out there for everybody. This is actually the Watkins Glen setup with a 4.0 gear.
Well, and it looked like it was working solid. I mean, you could tell it was an SSR setup just with the way that it was twisting coming out of the corners. I knew exactly what you were running as soon as I seen it the first time. So I wasn't surprised by where the setup came from as soon as you said it was a Watkins Glen setup. But
well, and we had good success running them in previous seasons too.
Right.
I just remember we tweaked them quite a bit to loosen them up, and the way the track, how hot it was. I was like, you know what? The Watkins Glen's got a lot of twist to it. It's got a lot of bite to it. It'll be great in the heat.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And like I said, it definitely worked. So, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure the front tires were off the ground in just about every corner. But
oh, dude, you looked like Snoop Dogg in a '64 Impala out there.
I know turn 1, I carried the left front hard a few times.
Yeah,
like,
there was the
I felt
S's.
the yaw in the car, and the left front up.
When you go through the S's, it looked like that left front tire was up off the ground about 3 foot.
Well, you go up the hill, you make that right-hander, come back down, those little S's there, and that little straightaway, and you come over that crest. I was hitting 4th gear so that it wouldn't like shoot the car straight in the air, but then you'd get that momentum swing coming down the hill, and you didn't have to shift again.
Right.
And I think that's where I was gaining on almost everybody.
Yeah, it definitely looked faster pretty much everywhere. Especially when you come down the second half of the track, the car seemed to take off. So.
Oh yeah,
but,
most definitely.
Yep. All right. Well, congrats on the win tonight, bud. And we'll catch you at Michigan for the final round.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, he says. All right. Well, I'll let you go. Good
Thanks,
run
guys.
tonight, bud.
Yep. Bye.
All right, that's your winner.
Now,
Pass of the race right there.
Now, before you roll this thing out, big congratulations to Eric Kapp, the only driver in the field to not get an incident point.
Wow. No off tracks even?
Not a single incident point.
That's
Cool.
impressive. That is definitely impressive.
Very impressive.
Well, that was round 13. We're going to head to 14 next week at Michigan for the final round. We got a championship showdown between Dennis and Eric Kapp. So you're not going to want to miss that one. That should be, I believe, about 100 laps from Michigan. Don't quote me on that. But we'll bring you all the coverage next week, Tuesday, starting at, I'll probably start that one a little bit early. We'll see if we can't get some early interviews in, 8:50, 8:55, somewhere around there. We'll bring you all the coverage from that. More than likely, I will be streaming a couple of times this week. It is Daytona 500 week. I've already been working at it, got one win so far this week, and put in some really solid runs in top split. So we're going to be trying to put another Daytona 500 win on the wall. And I imagine Corn's probably going to stream one of his, and I'm sure JD, once he gets set up, will stream one as well. Am I correct, gentlemen?
When is it running again?
It starts Wednesday, runs through Sunday.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find time.
So
I am planning to stream tomorrow night, and hopefully at some point on Sunday.
Okay.
What's your best finish at the 500, Corn?
Second place.
Oh wow, I've come in 8th. I came in 8th last year.
I got a win in 23, and I did not get to run it last year, so I'm back to do another one this year. So, but on that note, guys, I can always use a spotter.
Right.
But on that note, keep an eye on the channel. More than likely, it might be tomorrow night, Friday for sure. Robin's going to have one in there as well. So you're not going to want to miss any of the channels. Keep an eye on all of them. And we'll have some stuff up here soon. We've got Fast Car Sunday night. Robin Reacts comes out at noon on Sunday. I also have a Tech Thursday segment that is coming out noon on Thursday. I've got a couple of those in the pipe already scheduled. If you've got something you want to see on there, let me know. I think that's everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your week. We'll catch you during the live streams later on. And we'll see you guys at the races.